Hello everybody and welcome back to another Car Mechanic Simulator VR video. Last time we finished working on this car right here and then two other cars that are in another area, and today we're going to be working on more cars. We got two over here, actually three over here that need some work, and I'm thinking probably this Chieftain seems like the best thing to work on next. And as you might notice, you see this force field that's appearing around me, and that's because I'm in my new house. I just got the VR set up, and it allows me to have this kind of bigger area, because this room's a lot bigger than the old room. So yeah, I got all this room, and there's a bit of an interesting corner over here that I could wander into. But yeah, I got a lot more room to kind of mess around with, and yeah, this force field kind of shows the boundaries of it. I don't know if there's a way to turn it off. There might be. If it gets too annoying, then we might try and figure it out. But yeah, it seems like it only kind of shows up when you get near it, which is like over there. So we could just move a little bit over here. And, I mean, it's a way so I don't hit anything as well. So that's all good. And honestly, it may not even be showing up for you guys. Yeah, I actually don't even think it's showing up on your end. So that's fine. It's just something that I can see so that I don't bump into things. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start working on you. And actually, we'll just go ahead and take all the cars that we're going to work on. We have a very big garage. Move you to the parking. We'll go ahead and take you and you out. And we'll leave that guy there, I think. Actually, no, we'll just take all of them. Why not? Car status. Sure. Yoink. There we go. And all these other ones are already restored and, could sell them if we wanted to. We could very much do that. We actually might need to because we only got 13K. Well, yeah, we'll see how we get along. We might need to say goodbye to somebody just because, we kind of need the money. Return to garage. That's pretty much every single slot filled. Look at that. We'll go ahead and get you over there. And we'll go ahead and get you out of the way as well. Oh, can't put you over there because we can't start the engine. I'm going to put you in the paint shop. Yeah, we can. All right, because there's two other cars that I want to get. Yeah, because we have the parking level 1. So I wanted to get you out of there. And get you out of there as well. Make some space near the main gates. Oh, there's a battery. There's a battery over here. What do we do with the battery? We use it over there. It's so great being able to throw batteries without worrying about knocking my space shuttle off the table. Again. Yeah, I guess we'll just put you back into parking. Go back into parking, and basically, I just want to take everything off level 2 and get it all to level 0. And then we'll have a full level of restored cars, which will be kind of cool. And yeah, we'll leave you out here. I'll take you. Oh, make some space near the main gates. You got? What do you mean there's no space? There's space. There's just space. Space. Your garage can handle up to 5 cars at a time. Oh, so that's our limiting factor. We can only handle up to 5 cars. I guess that's a reasonable assessment to make there. Put you in parking. Now we move you back to parking. And now, last but not least, we can go to parking. So yeah, here we go. Now everything that we've restored is up here, including the 2 we did last time, him, and then the one we did before then. Yeah, they're all up here. And, yeah, eventually we'll have to sell one of them. I am still waiting for license plate recommendations. I probably just got to come up with something on my own, because you guys aren't giving me any license plate ideas. I thought, the comments would be full of them, but nope. And now that we're back in the garage, let's see what we want to work on. I guess we could work on the Hellcat here. That's also a V8 engine. Pretty much all these are V8 engines, actually, except for the Smith. I think it's funny how the Chieftain ended up in the paint booth again. Out of all the places. Of course, I put the Chieftain back in the paint booth. I didn't even realize. To be honest, he's familiar with being in here, so he's fine. Yeah, I think we'll work on the Hellcat. That sounds like a good idea, because I love this livery. I just wish I had, the body panel repair stuff, so that we don't have to just rip out all the body panels. What level do we get that? Probably too high. Yeah, this one. Level 35. Yeah, there's not even anything for us to spend our upgrade points on. We'll be level 30, and then 31, 32. We're 31 right now. So we'll get, level 32, 33, 34, 35. I mean, I don't know if we get experience for selling cars or not. We probably do. I'm not sure if we do get experience for selling cars that we restore. If that's the case, it probably is worth we sell a lot of the cars we have in there. I guess let's just start doing with what we start with, removing all the bits and pieces. And yeah, we'll just have to buy new doors and new everything. I mean, just like the doors on the fender and stuff. I mean, maybe the door's fine. It's the fender. It's kind of rusty. And the bumper's probably fine. And the headlights. I might as well just get all new everything, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get up to that point. For right now, let's just get the wheels off and get to throwing them over there. Or down there. That works too. But yeah, having all this room, this extra room is definitely very nice. Because yeah, before my, when I was setting up the VR at my old place, the only one I could set up was the standing VR. That's how small my room was. I mean, there was a bit of moving around room, but it wasn't the minimum requirement for the room scale VR. That's how small my room was. So, yeah. At least now I can have the room scale setup, and yeah, this is nice. It's nice to have so much room to walk around. I mean, not so much walking around, but more just room to swing my arms and not hit anything. And I guess having the barriers there, the light force fields that you guys can't see, it basically looks like the sort of like the emancipation grids from Portal, which makes sense because it's, you know, Steam VR. But yeah, that's what they kind of look like. They're a bit more see-through than that, but that's what they remind me of, which is kind of cool. It'd be cool if I threw the rubber bushing through it and it just fizzled it. that'd be sweet. I'd be like, no, I needed that car part. But I don't need that though. I can get rid of that. No, I'm also excited for DerailValley. Can't wait to get back in DerailValley because there's been a big update. I've already gone on record to say that I enjoy DerailValley a little bit more than this game. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's the fact because this game comes with the stipulus of having to plug everything in and, at least for this week, having to literally set up the entire VR, which didn't take me too long. Thing is, I thought I would have needed a drill to drill the tracking things back in, but nope, I just used a screwdriver and good old brute strength to get the tracking things in place, and I'm hoping they're in a good position. I think they are. I mainly put them in places where the wires wouldn't be so much of an eyesore, so yeah, they may not be optimal for room coverage, but they should be good enough, and even and the blind spots aren't even that big. And the thing is, even in the blind spots, it still has one tracker, so I think even with one, it can still do some basic tracking, even if it does go a little jank. And then once I realize that when it goes jank, then I can just step back into the area with the two of them. But I don't think I'll be wandering around too much. Maybe. I mean, at this point, I'm just used to my old setup where I literally couldn't wander around. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll push it to the test when we go to drive the car later today at the racetrack or the airport. We'll see how far we can walk away from the car to get the sweet thumbnail shot. But yeah, this should be fun. And yeah, it shouldn't take too long either because we already have the V8 engine. I think it's the supercharged V8 too, which I think, yeah, that'll definitely look great on this thing. That'll look class. So anyway, I can go ahead and bop the exhaust pipes. Don't need them. Mufflers, don't need them. More mufflers, don't need them. What if I want it to be loud? What if I want the exhaust to scream at me? What if I want it to just be an absolute nuisance to everybody around? I was really hoping, as I said that, a car would zoom by with a very loud engine, because that has happened on this road. People do not go the speed limit on this neighborhood road, and I was hoping I could demonstrate that then. Maybe it'll happen later in the video. Oh dear. Let me just remind everything about gravity. Have I yet to inform you about our wonderful Lord and Savior, Gravity? Get down. Respect him. Yeah, let's see how much of this junk we can actually repair and stuff. That thing's still shining. Ooh, shiny. Perfect. Except you. You're a disgrace. I guess we can start worrying about putting some of that. No, I'm just going to store it all. Because I like completely removing everything. Getting it down to the frame. And then we worry about putting it back together again. See how we can get that out of here. You can actually repair that fuel pump. Fuel pumps can usually be repaired. Usually all it takes is a little bit of angle grinding. Just up and down it like that.
A few minutes later.
And there you go, look at that, it's repaired. Yeah, fuel pumps, they're very great when you angle grind them. Fuel tanks, though, they're just garbage. Can't do anything with them. So, yeah, just toss them out. Oh, I forgot the sway bar. Okay, get that down all the way we can before You know, it just is sitting on the ground because it has no wheels. Gonna get that out, and this we can go ahead and chuck on the battery charger, which we could actually bring over to the car. I forgot about this little thing that you can do now, where you can literally just bring the battery charger up to the car so that we can charge the battery next to the car. And look at that, it's super quick and painless. And there we go, that's all the bits and pieces out of the middle of it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and redo everything. I know most of this stuff is probably fine and doesn't need to be redone, but I just want to be thorough. I just feel like being thorough. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okay. And this side didn't even have a mirror. That's interesting. Okay, I think that's... Nope. I didn't tell you could go back on the car. Well, let's get the welder. And of course, safety first. We gotta put on the welding mask. Safety. Give me the safety. There we go. Safety. Okay, now we have our safety, which means now we can weld safely. Look at me being safe with the welder. Oh, wow, look at that. That looks snazzy. What about the interior? Give me the... Oh, I forgot I can just wheel this over here, can't I? Oh, can we use the vacuum? I never tried using the vacuum before. That's a big vacuum. I can drag it around by the handles, but I can't actually use the vacuum. That'd be fun, if I could. We can christen it, though. We can christen this fine vessel. That's a very sturdy bottle. Maybe this isn't the bottle that breaks. No, I don't think that's the one that breaks. Where's the one that breaks? Ah, this is the one that breaks. Yeah, this one that's full of toxic chemicals. Methanol. Yep, that's the one. I christen thee, vessel. Oh yeah, isopropyl alcohol. That's the one. Hey, we did it. Alright, awesome. Oh, we can fix those. Okay, I wasn't even trying to fix those, but we can fix those. Alright, let's go and get the body panels back on. Basically, just buy every single part that goes on this car. And hope we have enough money. Yeah, it was only 96%. So really not that bad at all. The hood was worse. The front bumper, it said it was 100%. Oh well. Oh well. Again, it would be nice if we could just repair that stuff, because it was really not that damaged, but we don't have that ability. Which I don't know why not. I mean, I could understand, like, a, maybe this is already in CMS 21, I just don't know. But, like, a limit to, like, repair. So it's, like, if it's, like, below yellow %, like, yeah, you can't repair that. But if it's, like, in the green, like, if there's some rust that needs polishing off, you know, like, that should be all you'd have to do. But, yeah, no, just, you can't repair it. Full stop. No repair. No repair allowed. Alright. So there we go. Let's do that and that. And then get that on there. And then we'll worry about the interior a bit later. But there we go. That is the exterior done. Of course, in all matte black goodness. And we can go ahead and get the new engine in there. Install, we should have, yes, the V8 OHV 6P. Oh, that's not the one. Kind of want to put a supercharged in you, I think. You would probably go better in you, because you already have that. Yeah. Do we build a supercharged engine? I don't know if we have enough money to build a supercharged engine. That's the main thing. Let's just start putting the suspension back together, because that's all already repaired, and we'll think about the engine. Yeah, I kind of think a supercharged would look really sick on this thing. It's just kind of screaming for it. So yeah, we're going to start mounting all this stuff. Cross member, knuckles, knuckle cover, bottom suspension arm. Oh my goodness, how many of those do we have? We don't have any bushings though. Yeah, we got pretty much everything for the front, except for brakes, because them's the brakes. Okay, perfect. That's the front done. Oh, except for the little bearing in there. Yep. I was wondering why the tire wasn't ready to be put on yet, and it's because we forgot the wheel hub bearings. And the caps. I thought the caps would at least be repaired. But, you know, in this game, what gets repaired and what doesn't get repaired does usually never makes any sense. It's always the complicated stuff that gets repaired, but then the simple things can't. Which I guess there is some logic to that. The simple things, usually if there's material physically missing, it can't be repaired. So you'd have to just buy a new one. So I guess that makes sense. Because, like, brakes can technically be repaired, like rotors and stuff, they can technically be resurfaced. But, like, I don't really know if that's done too much. Because at that point, just buy new brakes. Because if you have to resurface them, there's, like, something wrong with the brake pads as well, like uneven wear or whatever. So at that point, you just redo everything. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like at the point where you'd have to resurface a brake pad, it's because, like, uneven wear, and that was usually caused from contaminants in the brake pads or just bad brake pads. Rear axle knuckle housing, but this has all been repaired, and I think the brake shoes probably got repaired. Because I think they can be repaired. Sometimes. Yep, one of them did. One of them was good enough to repair. The brake drum. Need 2 of those. Need 1 brake shoe. And then it was the rear axle knuckle housing B. And the solid rear drive axle. U-bolt. That was also fine. 3 of them were. One of them not so much. One of them became an L-bolt. Don't ask me how. Anyway. Hit it with the hammer too hard. Yeah. Oh wait, we need the shocks. Rear shock absorber beige. And I don't know how much of the parts we have for the front wishbone shocks. I feel like we had some parts, because I think I messed up buying some parts. So we'll see. Drive shaft? Drive shaft. Okay, cool. So yeah, all we're missing now is just the gearbox on the engine and all the exhausty bits. Oh, I think that's the OHV A, probably. It's pretty steep. I'm gonna go B. No, it was A. Look at me being wrong. At least we had a +1 quality, though. Which I probably should have checked. But, oh well, at least we bought the wrong ones. Which will probably go in another car that we have down here. Alright. So all the wheels and stuff, good. Okay, let's get you down. And we might be able to go ahead and get your wheels on. The engine will be the last thing we put in here. Okay, there we go, there's that. And then our fresh 100% battery that we charged up. Oh, we had an extra one. Okay, so yeah, that one can stay on the charger. Or, you know, that was probably the one that was over there. Because I probably did that. Yep, that would have been that. I would have taken it off the charger and then thrown it over there. I like that tradition, we should keep doing it. Yeah, we'll save the engine for last. Oh, we have extra fuel pumps, look at that. We don't have extra radiators, though. That is something we don't have extra of. I wish we did, though. So I'll buy 5. You probably get a discount, right? I feel like there's a discount if you buy 5 radiators. I could be wrong, though. They might just think you're crazy. Let's see what the wheels we have are. So they were probably Rim Atlantas. These Rim Atlantas? Yeah, that's the only wheels we have. Okay. 215, 85, 14. Oh, no, 65. Glad I double checked. 285, 60. 215, 65. Gosh. Rim Roll It, Rim TBX. That's what we'll put on the Chieftain, the TBX rims. But yeah, we don't have, like, any specific rims for this one, do we? Even though it's, like, the Hellcat, it's like, we don't have any rim Hellcats, I don't think. No, just Chapman's and Avalanche and Bowen. I mean, the black, I think black rims would probably go great with it. So this classic 09Cs. Retro. No, it's not retro. I like the classic 20s. Let's get the classic 20s. Let's get, 16 inch. And we'll get 14 of them. So a little bit bigger than stock. But then we go to the tires. And what we do is we get the sport tires, because that's what we want. We'll get the width that they wanted was 215. So we'll get the same width. Get size 16. Get 4 of them. And the profile, this is the thing that was different. So the profile of the previous ones was 65, which means we want to, I think 45 is perfect. Keep that the same, because 65 would be that, and that would make them chunky. We drop that down to 45 with 16 size rims. That should look all right. And now we have no money. So we're definitely going to have to sell something if we want to be able to afford an engine for that. Or do a quick little story, or do a quick little order. There might be a money bonus in here that we could do to afford an engine. No money bonuses. Probably going to have to sell something. But yeah, I think that'll look good. So let's just find our rims in the pile of other rims. Rim Classic 16s. Yeah, those are the ones we're going for. And our sport tires. Yeah, all the tires we messed up. Oh, wait, these are ours. Right, the 45R. Yeah, these freaking... We could probably sell some of these tires, actually. Like, those are the 85R16s. Those would be way too big. Yeah, we can probably sell some of these freaking tires. So, yeah, these are our sport tires down here. We don't need... Yeah, I'm just going to sell these. Yeah, we got like $100. $400 per tire. 330. Yeah, all our failed tires. We have an off-road there that's... a quality. We'll save the quality one, but we don't need these 3 different sizes of sport tire. These like super big. Yeah, we definitely don't need. Off-road would be interesting. 17,285. Yeah, that sounds cool. Okay, and then that one. So that's our 45R16s. Yep. Okay, and then rim. We just have a bunch of random rims. Oh, yeah, we can sell these now, too. These don't sell for as much, because they're junk. They're junk. Bowen 15, Rim Retro 12, Classic 09, 17, 20, 25. Yeah, some of these are insane. They're just so mismatched, I don't think I'd ever use them. Could we do bigger wheels in the back? Like, do that sort of, like, lean? Because we got a 21-inch rim for the back, and then a 20-inch rim of the same type. There we go. Yeah, that should look good. Fortunately, I do have to do so much clicking. But once the clicking's done, it's fine. Those are our tires. They should look very good. Yeah, see, those are pretty much exactly what it had on there before. That is great. Maybe 55 for the profile next time. It does seem a little small, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Mainly because I don't have really a lot of money to spend on buying 50 different tires again. But yeah, I think 55 if we're going 16, and 45 if we're going like 18. Like 18-inch rims with this tire size would have probably been beautiful. But, oh well. Get back here. There we go. We can finally get you down on those wheels. At least for a little bit. Until we get your new engine in you. Alright, let's see if we have the ability to make this engine. V8 2 Carbo HV Super. Super duper. And look at that, we have the engine block. We don't have an oil filter. But we got a crankshaft, look at that. Camshaft we have. Piston with column rod, we need 8. And then we need an alternator, a power steering pump, and an ignition distributor. Alternator, in it goes. Power steering pump, on it goes. Cam gear, on it goes. We don't have the timing chain. Let's shove that up in there. Bam. Oh, we need the rings. How could I forget the rings? Piston rings. Piston ring. 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 Okay, I have 1 crankshaft bearing cap. So I need 2 more and then rod caps. You see why it's good to check to make sure you have the stuff first? It's just that sometimes you get a little impatient and you want the engine to be done now. So then you buy the stuff ahead, and then that's when you start finding stuff that you already had. Because, you know, you did the same thing last time. And the time before that, and the time before that. But at least we can get all these rod caps on. And then once these are on, we don't have to worry about the bottom of the engine anymore. We can just work on doing the top end. There we go. Oil pan. We have one of those somehow. Alright, what about these little head blocks things? Nope, okay. Foink. Ignition. Rotor. Coil. Probably the cap. Might have got ahead of myself there. Nope, didn't. Love to see it. Clip B. Okay. There we go. VA OHV supercharger intake. Because it's supercharged. Supercharge. Fuel exhaust. I think we have a bunch of Sparky boys. Yep. I remember buying a ton. Although I think we're down to our last 4. Oh no. Our last Sparky boy. Sad day. I had to buy 4 more. We're down to only $583. Ooh, I don't think we'll have enough. Even after selling all that junk we had. Might have to sell even more junk. Okay, here's an extra K. But I think these exhaust manifolds might probably be a bit too pricey. Only $50 for one of you. Don't have the wires. Or the carbs, or any other rods or rockers. Okay. And then, last but not least, all the rods and rockers, all the rods and rockers, all the rockers and the rods, rockers and the rods. There you go, little filter. Scoop air filters on there. And then the big old scoop. Oh, we already had a scoop. I didn't have to pay for another scoop. Oh, scoop. There we go. Crankshaft pulley. Supercharger water pump pulley. And then all the belts. Belt B, V8OHV. Not just an A V8OHV, but a supercharged. Oh, no. The AV8OHV is fine. And then the supercharged one is another one. Yep. It's 3 belts. Because you got the one down here, the one up here, and the other one that does this. You got 3 different belts. And then the fan. And that's the engine. And we just barely had enough money. Alright, let's go and get that in the car. That I'm going to look way better. Close the hood. Oh yeah, that looks great. Let's just go and get you up, get all the parts plugged in, mainly just the gearbox. And the bits in the gearbox, which won't cost that much.
Moments later.
Oh, we don't have enough money for the flywheel. Oh no. Inventory. What can we sell to afford a flywheel? Oh, we gotta buy the shocks too. Let's sell the old engine. There we go. Now we can afford a flywheel. I would have cried if we already had a flywheel. I mean, it was fine. We had to sell those parts anyway. Big gearbox. Now we're going to get the starter in there. If we can afford the starter. Can we afford to start this car? Hopefully. That's a chunky starter. Big old V8 starter. There we go. And it's just these double wishbone shocks, which I'm just going to go and buy all the parts for. We might have already had those parts, but we can afford them. Oh yeah, we already had rear ones. So we didn't have the front ones. And we had an extra cap. Okay. And we can try to remember that for next time. Alrighty, thank you. Thank you kindly. Bop. What's in the lift? Is it this bottle? Because I'll throw that away. Now it breaks. Twice! I christen thee. Oh, let's get the other car out of the paint shop. Alright, out you go. To the garage entrance with you. We could set factory. I kind of like the black with the livery. We got the Bolt livery. Yeah, no, I like the 333. And then what's that? Just black stripes. No? Oh, it's a bit more of a tuned down livery. It's just the thing on the back. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Oh, and the line's a bit bolder. If you notice that. Compare that to that. Slightly different and has an outline there. Then we got the stripes. Yeah. No, we'll go with what it had. That looked great. That was why we bought it, because this was cool. And we can't afford to paint it. There we go. Okay, that's pretty much everything gone now. So let's go and paint you. I don't think we can afford interior, actually. Yeah, I don't think we can afford interior. Okay, I just went ahead and sold some of these rims that I don't think we will ever use. So, that should hopefully do us for the interior. We will have to see. Okay, the bench Hellcat's 300. And then how much are the seats? Yeah, the leather seats are going to be more expensive. If we just go for some basic seat 1 fabrics, that's 450. We can afford that. But then we can't afford the steering wheel. Who needs a steering wheel anyway? Okay, so put the bench in there. And yeah, these seem fine. They match. Yeah, they match the bench. So they're okay. And then, yeah, I just need a wheel. Just need to afford the wheel. Inventory. Let's see. Do we have a steering wheel? We have a steering wheel 17. Maybe I'll sell that. Yeah, the steering wheel 3. Oh, it's only 100. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. Okay, we did it. Yeah, we're going to have to sell a car next time, definitely. But I want to... Yeah, I don't just want to go in and just randomly sell something. There we go. That looks good. And we could even sell this one. No, they've finished it. We'll get 50K for it, so not bad. Global parts condition. Oh, I think I'm probably missing something important. Like durable bushings in the front, yeah. I'm like, why is it 98%? This should all be 100%. Yeah, you forgot, like, a couple very crucial pieces of bits and pieces. Couple very crucial bits and pieces. Let's go ahead and get this thing filled to the brim with lovely, delicious oil. Only the best high-quality oil. And then we can go for a drive. How does that sound? There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Yeah, and adding those bushings increase the value by a very small amount. And yeah, it's missing license plates, so there's only one obvious thing to call it. Oh, when you get customized plates, they're actually way more expensive. That's kind of funny. I didn't realize that. It goes from 90 to 900. The stuff you don't realize until you actually have to buy stuff. Yeah, like just normal plates, $90. Customized plates, $900. Arizona, 2 plates, HELLCAT. Oh, you can only get 1 plate. Well, just get the rear plate. Because the rear plate's required. The front plate is optional. There we go. All right. I mean, depending on what state you're in. Which, in North Carolina, which is the state I live in now, you don't need a front plate. But in Virginia, where I used to live, you did. So, anyways, let's go for a little drive. If we can even go to the airport. I feel like we can, but it might cost money. I think that's just to go to Barnes, though, right? Yeah. Let's have some fun. Oh, wow, this thing neumes. I'm having such a Newman good time. I'm having a Newman good time. Let's see if we can go sideways through the door. That's always the big challenge. Sideways through the door. Oh, or, yeah, right into the shipping containers as well. Is also very, very good. Oh, there we go. That was sideways. You can't tell me that wasn't sideways. I was almost backwards through the door. Yeah, sport tires are definitely the way to go. They definitely are the slipperiest, allowing you to do all the sporty things like drifting or just sliding out of control mainly. That's mainly what we're doing. This can't really be called drifting, I don't think. Calling it drifting is offensive to people who drift. It's just controlled sliding. There we go. That was a sideways door. Here, let's go ahead and get a thumbnail shot. I want to get one maybe going sideways through the door. Yeah, so we'll get one like standing there. And let's see. So I can walk like out to here. And then I have to turn around. Turn this way. And I can walk all the way over here now. Yeah, before that would take like 2 or 3 turns. Like I can just do that in like one walk across my room. Let's walk a bit more over here. See if I can get some smoke. There we go. Get some smoke on the tires. There we go. That'll probably be the thumbnail right there. And yeah, it's good. The force field's nice. Being able to actually see. That way I don't have to like keep on checking around me to make sure I'm still within bounds or not. Anyways, that was fun. And if you thought it was fun, then yeah, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for new videos. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, next time, I believe, yeah, we finally got our story order. So we'll still have to sell a car in order to actually afford the parts for this caster earthquake here. But yeah, once we do that, then we'll get the money from that job, and that'll be nice as well. Probably give us enough money to finish all 3 of these guys. The 4. There's 4. Right, I know how to count. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. See you guys then. Goodbye for now.